fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Can't hit him, 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 listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green, it's from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big Pat Shelley, Dante the Dark Child. Drop the stats on them, drop the facts on them. Spur King, baby, let's get it on.
Doom, 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 doom. You know what it is. Welcome to Eagles Talk Post Game Show. Yes, I'm solo dolo right now, but you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it for our freaking team.
Score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles fly, on the road to victory. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Yes, the Eagles get the victory over the Los Angeles Rams. Final score 37-20, and we do not respect that last score, but it is what it is. Philadelphia Eagles, the good guys. We come out this thing at 9-2, continue the streak, 7-game win streak, and we took over SoFi Field. I mean, when I say we took over SoFi Field, it was more Eagles fans in that thing than it was Rams fans. Matter of fact, I think I saw more Redskins fans in that stadium than Rams fans. So shout out to our Philadelphia Eagles that traveled. Man, listen, Saquon Emin effing MVP. 255 yards rushing, over 300 yards total offense. Man, to have that man on his field makes a whole big difference. So shout out to Swifty, shout out to Miles Sanders. They did what they did in this offense, but Saquon takes this offense to a whole different realm. AJ Brown had six catches for 109 yards. Our defense, you see, you know what? Y'all did all this stuff early on. We're gonna drop our nuts and stop this team. That's what they did, man. Shout out to our defense. I know they got that little cheap shot, little touchdown at the end of the game when really nobody was actually really playing any longer and trying to get the ball back down 17. But besides that, the team played outstanding. The defense stepped up to the plate. This Rams team is a high octane team. When you got a Matthew Stafford that just throws rockets left, right. Actually, he was only relegated to throw the ball to the right hand side, our defensive left hand side. Like it was strange to see him not even attempting really to throw it to the left hand side where Q was playing at corner. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. No turnovers this game. He had a very efficient game. He was 15 for 22 for 179 yards in the touchdown with a QB rating of 108. Our defense had 5 sacks. It should have been 6. And they look hungry. Let me get to some comments because I got to take some shots. It didn't get the 40 burger. So Dion on here, they didn't get the 40, so I don't take my 4 shots, which is a good thing because I got to work in the morning. I know we all happy out there. Shout out to Frank Brown, first one in the room. He said, yes, sir. Leon Spencer, fly, Eagles, fly. Wendell said, let's go, birds. Let's go, Eagles. Roderick throws the birds up. You know what it is. Hey, man, I'm excited for this one. This team is doing everything we want them to do. The X Factor on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Strong win today. Definitely a strong win. JT, what up? I'll be hitting you up tomorrow, bro. Dub City. You know what it is, Frank. Let's go. Eric, what an ass whooping we just gave them. We did give them an ass whooping. They really only scored 14 points. Let's be honest. They only scored 14 points. J.H. Anfield, man, was that the first full complete game we had from wire to wire? It's hard to say because we only scored 3 points in the first quarter and we were down. We were down. It was looking like again like we were letting them do what they were doing. It's like we were trying some other things. We weren't being productive, and we could have did way much more than what we did. What we showed them in that game. Jack Myers, which we just found out Jackie Myers is Jack. Oh yeah, we got our mojo back, baby. Go Birds, damn it. Yo, man, having Saquon is a complete and utter disadvantage for any team playing us. His ability to not only be a strong runner inside, but be a threat in the passing game. That pass that he caught, where he actually took a knee on the sideline and rolled out of bounds before the halftime was, I mean, a strong hands catch. That screen that he took, good thing we got the screen going. About time we got the damn screen going. Was outstanding. It's outstanding to see that we were actually able to do some things that we're not able to do all season. That screen pass was a thing of beauty. Shout out to Gainwell getting his first touchdown in relief of Saquon Barkley. Swole Batman showed up to play, man. Swole Batman showed up to play, dominating the field. I just think we could do anything we wanted to do against this team. I really think that. And in the way it looked, I really think that this team was ready to do anything and everything that the Rams couldn't stop. Their defensive front is real. Jared Verse, Brandon Fisk, those guys are going to be a tandem to worry about years to come. But tonight, forget about it. Let me get some more comments out of here. MVP Saquon Barkley's from Jackie Myers. Definitely. Listen. You can't commit eight people in the box. You can't. If you commit 8 people in the box, you leave AJ Brown wide open. You leave when Devontae Smith come back. You leave Devontae Smith wide open. You leave even Jalen Hurts wide open to get that running yards. Tony Byrne, what's going on, man? I know it's like 4 o'clock in the morning down there, or 6 o'clock in the morning, something like that. We knocked off the Ravens next week, and the number one seed is ours for the taking. I mean, I would love to 100% say that, but at this point, the Detroit Lions hold that number one seed, and they're holding it like a newborn baby right now. They're not trying to let that thing go. Listen, Thane B. Cotto said Barkley is the final piece of the puzzle. I saw that graphic on Sunday Night Football. He may be the final piece to the puzzle of getting us over that hump because his ability is tremendous, and it makes a defensive coordinator stay up at night. This is ability to run the ball, be strong inside the A and B gap, and bounce it outside. It's just if he gets loose, you're not catching him, and you're a corner. It's crazy. John D. Batista Sr. said, "Bully ball is our identity." Yes. Listen, man, we waited too much. I waited too much long. I got to do a shot for our birds. Let me know what you're drinking out there. I got the Woodford Reserve. I'm sticking with this thing because it is working, and our birds are playing high. I got to give a special shout out to Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham was a disruptor today. He played like he was 28 years old. This man's 45. Oh, man. Let me know. Hey, Dion, it's not 4. It's not 4. It was 37-20. So they ain't get the 40 burger. They didn't get that 40 burger. But shout out to Brandon Graham. He should have at least 3 sacks. He had a couple tackles for loss. He basically him getting through that defensive line, offensive line, and making the running back and making him change his ability to go downhill. It was tremendous to see how nasty our defense was, and he was leading that charge. So shouts out to Brandon Graham. I guess I got to do 3 shots. The first shot is going to be for Brandon Graham. So let me know what you're drinking out there. I am drinking the Woodford Reserve, along with some water because I gotta be up in the morning. But you don't shoot water. You don't no shots of water. So yes, John TBT. Yes, John D. Batista. I was 3 points away from those 4 shots. To our Philadelphia Eagles, especially on this shot right here, to Brandon Graham playing his ass off for tonight. To our was it 9-2 Eagles? We're 9-2, right? I keep seeing 8-2. Let me refresh that. Let me refresh that screen so I can make sure I can see 9-2. All right. To our 9-2 Philadelphia Eagles, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Listen, I am so happy. I was so overly concerned about this game because of what their receivers and the quarterback pose against our youth. Darius Slay, for all he can do, there are some kinks in his ability to play corner. Can it be age catching up to him and his reaction time is not being what it should be? Of course. But you know what? Isaiah Rodgers was getting beat. I'm gonna be honest with you. They basically targeted him once Slay went out the game. They knew not to go to Q side, and they stayed away from Q side. Q had at one point he had 3 before the last final touchdown catches and all this stuff. He had 3 catches on his side for a total of 24 yards. 3 catches by 3 receivers, and he held up pretty well, and he married receivers very well as a rookie. I can only imagine how much he's going to improve when it comes to him getting up there in the veteran states as he learned better techniques and what he could do better in different things. But I got to do this, man. I got it. I got to. Let's give our Philadelphia Eagles a big hand, a round of applause, and let's play the fight song one more again.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3. Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-T-L-E-S, Eagles!
Woo! I am feeling it. Let me get some comments out there. I did see BG did go out with an elbow injury. I hope it's not too serious. And I hope he's able to come back. Shout out Dion. Yeah, Slade got his bell wrong. Slade's not a tackler. And I can honestly tell when I look at somebody and they're making a tackle and they tackle with the crown of their head or the top of their head, they're not a tackler because they don't know how to move their head around and make a legit tackle with their shoulders. And he's definitely not a tackler. Let's see what you're drinking out there. Songster Jamaican cream rum with coffee straight from Jamaica. Do I got that? I think I got the same thing on the bar. I'm gonna try that next time. Donovan said, I got the same shot glasses. Hey man, listen, Eagles Nation, we share. Reef, what up, Reef? We gotta make sure the teams can't hang with us in the fourth quarter. We just need to start scoring first quarter. You know what I thought? I thought Saquon should have nailed at the 1 yard line. I was thinking he should have nailed at the 1 yard line and just, we just took the knees and not give him the opportunity to score any more touchdowns. Let me see. It said Dean was go to some more comments. Sean GT said, was Dean a lead tackle? Yes, he was. He had 8 total tackles. He was thumping out there. He had a sack. Also, listen, he ran through Karan Williams, whatever his name is. He ran through the running back to get to the quarterback. And it was like a thing of beauty because we haven't seen our linebackers do that much. Shout out to Zach Bond because he does go through players. But like what he has been doing, Nakobe Dean, is night and day from last year to this year. And I gotta tip my hat to him for the play that he's playing on the field It's outstanding. It's strong leadership and the ability to adapt and be better than what he was because he wants to be the best. And I'm proud of what he's doing for us right now. Jackie said, "Big Play Say is the elder statesman of the Eagles secondary unit. He should mentor the young guys. He did his thing and did it well. When he was healthy, he was a very good cornerback. He was an elite corner in his league when healthy, especially with Detroit. I hate to say with Detroit, but when he was in Detroit, he wasn't throwing to his side because he was either batted down or intercepted. Um, Joseph Money Reed said, look like you play a little pool over there. All right, pool shark. This is playoff football, championship football. You damn right. You damn right. Oh man, let me get some more comments in here. John D. Batista said, "I know the Giants fans are sick all over again. Take some Pepto Bismol." Yeah. Hey, man, this is good. This is a good feeling. And I said in the pregame show, I'm gonna get on here. I'm gonna be relaxed. I'm like Snoop Dogg, like I've been, but I haven't. I don't do that. Robin Wallace said the dogs found their mojo. Yes, they did. Shout out to Jordan Davis, even though we don't hear his name called a lot. He was a big clog in the middle, taking on a lot of double teams because they did double team him and Jalen Carter. I don't know how is that possible, and you not think that our defensive ends are going to cause havoc. That's why we had 5 sacks. Look at the film. Look at the film. Oh man, this is phenomenal. Like this team, they're playing on a different level than most teams they're playing coming up against, and where I can appreciate it, how they're playing, the physicality, and what they're bringing to the table each and every week. Yes, Kyle O'Brien said, besides the BS pass interference calls, Rams wouldn't have. You're right. Both of their scores when they got 14 points was because of pass interference calls, which shouldn't have been pass interference calls. That one with Elijah Rogers didn't impede the wide receiver's ability to get to the ball. So happening, Pua Nakua is a good seller. But Saquon Barkley is a cheat code. Oh man, this is a great win. This is a great win. I can't wait to go back and look at the film and see a lot of different good things that happened. John T. Batista, I know I'm going to you, John, a lot, but you got a lot of things on here. Saquon only the 7th player in NFL history with 300 scrimmage yards and 2 touchdowns in a single game. He's in the top 10 of best rushing performances in the NFL history. Period. He is 600 yards away from a 2,000-yard season. He is 200 yards away from Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry hasn't even had his bye week yet. He plays tomorrow. Derrick Henry needs to rush for 200 yards to catch up to Saquon Barkley, who already had his bye week. Just think about that right now. We'll go to a new comment real quick. Gary, he said, Eagles have not lost a game in LA versus the Chargers, Ramblers, Raiders since 19. Ooh, really? I didn't know that. I did not know that. Wanda, yes. First of all, thank you for coming to our page. We appreciate you. I know you just say you found our page. Listen, this is the best Eagles group page on Facebook. It's for Eagles fans, by Eagles fans, and we are very unique. Whereas though we drink and we have a good old time on air. And listen, the Eagles did look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. There were some times where I was looking at the screen, and I want to look back at the all 22 so I can see what Jalen Hurts was looking at. But it were some times where these receivers were covered, and he did take off, and he had to take off. Jared Verse again, he's as advertised. He ran over Jordan Mailata. If you didn't see that in the first half, he ran over a 6'6", a 6'8", 345-pound left tackle. Ran him over, clean ran him over. Bull rushing to get to the quarterback. He is legit. But for Saquon Barkley, this is what I'm doing. I'm doing a shot for Saquon Barkley and to our Philadelphia Eagles. as we move to 9-2, 5-1 in our conference. We're one behind the Detroit Lions and getting that number one overall seed. I believe right now we are playoff eligible. I think we need one more win to make sure we get into the playoffs. We are 3 up in our NFC East. Shout out to the Kyle Turris for winning that game earlier today and helping us out. Man, I am so happy. I'm elated. I'm gonna go to work tomorrow and I might buy everybody coffee because I'm gonna need it. So let me know what you're drinking out there. I am drinking the Woodford Reserve. This is a very good tasting whiskey, Kentucky whiskey bourbon. It is very neat. You only should do this neat. Nothing with rocks. And maybe a nice little cigar if you have one. Dark Knight couldn't be on. He had a long day, and he has a long day tomorrow. Nichelle is doing big things, so she's out in the community, and she couldn't be on today. But we will try our best to be on Thursday. Oh, that's Thanksgiving. We're not gonna be on Thursday. We might be on. We might have a special because after Thursday, I'm headed to the Bahamas. I don't know about you. But let me know what you're drinking out there. Let's toast to our Philadelphia Eagles. More especially, let's toast to Saquon Barkley doing the doggone thing. And our Philadelphia Eagles getting our 9th victory of the season. Shout out to Coach Sirianni doing a omen's job as a head coach. To our Philadelphia Eagles, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show on Facebook. That is by Eagles fans for Eagles fans.
No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. No one's there, no one likes us, we don't care. No one likes us, no one likes us, no one likes us, we don't care. No one's there, no one likes us, we don't care. Fly, fly, and we'll put you
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Yes. I got about 5 more minutes. Let me take some more comments. I might end up doing one more shot if Dion does a shot. Listen, we might be on Thanksgiving. Depends on what's going on. I'm cooking a brisket for Thanksgiving, so it's a small, slim chance that I will be on this show come Thursday. Especially since I'm getting ready to go to the Bahamas and sit on the beach and watch our Philadelphia Eagles take on the Baltimore Ravens, because I will be feet in sand with a brown drink watching the game. Sean GT said banana corn liquor. Whew. Wow. Vodka tonic, that's very respectable. Wanda. Jackie Myers, Jameson. Yes, listen, I used to drink Jameson all the time. Me and Jameson had our ups, we had our downs. We're back on the ups again, but not tonight. Dion said this is a very different 9-2 versus our suspect 10-1 last year. It feels so much different. I don't know what it is. I think it's the defense being more aggressive and our secondary being less susceptible to the big plays than our team was last year. Last year it was like a fluke. I'll be honest with you. We beat the Chiefs, which was a legit W. We beat The Bills, which was a legit W. Shout out to Jalen Hurts on both of those games, but the rest of the games it did feel like it was legit. This year it seems like, oh, don't say that, don't say that. It just feels, oh man, come on, John, don't say that. Now you're gonna make me go look back on my stuff, man. Ah, BG was playing his ass off. He was playing his ass off today. And I really hope that he's not ruled out for the rest of the season because man, he was playing this was his best game of the year. Because he was in every frame. He was in every frame. And now I gotta man, that doesn't change my whole tempo. All right. Oh man. Yeah, Brandon Graham said it. Tore his tricep. Ah. Went from a celebratory time to a more stressful time. Shout out to Brandon Graham, man. Um, damn, that sucks. That really sucks. He's been a very loyal Philadelphia Eagle player, representative, captain for this team since he showed up. Being drafted and being disliked because we didn't take Earl Thomas. We took him instead of Earl Thomas. But he has lived up to the hype. Um, he's played over 100 games here, and he has contributed to our first and only Super Bowl. Um, yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna try to harp on the negative right now. Um, damn, that kind of got me messed up right now because Brandon Graham is the ultimate pro. Um, he has been the ultimate pro for us, and for 14 years he's been the beacon of if you work it, you behind off. This is what you can do. So I'm gonna give him his flowers right now, um, because this man lays it on his line for as many games for many seasons. He tore his ACL playing in the 3-4 of the Kelly dude. Then he came back and they thought he was a bust, and he turned out to be one of the best defensive ends in the league and one of the best defensive ends we ever had. And he's been here for 14 years. He got drafted in 2010, and he's been a player here since then. It's terrible news, but you know what? Just like in 2017, when Jason Peters went down, when Darius Sproles went down, when Chris Marigolds went down, when all these other players went down, it was time for people to step up. And you know what? I know he's not on here, but a guy that came on here on our pregame show talking about Jalen Hunt, right? He said I thought he has an inside track on the rookie of the year. He played some downs today. It is time for him to step his ass up. It is time for all these other individuals that have been brought onto this team to step their behind up because BG has set the example of what you should be like moving forward. A torn biceps, it sucks. It's a 6-week injury. Especially if you get surgery. It might be long, 6 to 8 week surgery. Is it possible he can be back for a Super Bowl? Definitely. Definitely. I'm not gonna sit there and say no. They get the surgery now, put the little Terminator what's your name on that you put on the arm, little the little sleeve they got you put on, and man just go out there and ball out in the Super Bowl. But we got to get there first. So I think we're on the right page. I want to say shout out to my grandfather. He said something last week after he won our game against the Washington Commanders on Thursday. He said, Pat, this team, mind you, let me give a background real quick. My grandfather's 93 years young. 93 years young. This man's worked all his life, right? He said something too profound like this, and he has been right a lot of times. And a lot of times I try not to listen to my grandfather, but you know what? That experience that he has trumps what I know, right? He said, Pat, this team, if they continue to play the way they play, I can see them beating Detroit easily. He said, beating Detroit easily. So let's continue to fight for what we know is ours. Let's continue to ball out. Shout out to Brandon Graham, man. You did your thing. If you go out like this, you went out on the field with a sack, pressures, and your name was mentioned many, many times. And we appreciate your effort that you have done here as a Philadelphia Eagle. You are one of the Eagles legends. Even though you don't have a sack record or anything like that, what you brought to the game is immeasurable. All right, you the one that got us the Super Bowl. I'll be honest with you. That strip sack of Tom Brady got us the Super Bowl. All right, and then shout out to Khalif. He said he could borrow my triceps. Listen, I wish it was that easy. Sweat is okay. He actually went back into the game. Donovan, he's the next man up. Dion said Brandon Garrett will never need to buy his own drink at any bar I'm at. Listen, same thing here. BG, if I see you down there at Chickies and Pete's, I'm gonna buy you a whole thing of drinks. I know you're gonna need it with those pain meds. John D. Batista, we're gonna have to sign somebody we just lost Huff. I think we have some people on the practice squad. I will talk about it further when we have a show during the week. We might move our show up on Wednesday, so we can have the show and not having it on Thanksgiving. So I'm gonna do one more shot. I was gonna do it. It's getting close to 12 o'clock. Well, it is 12 o'clock, but I gotta do one more shot. And this is for my Philadelphia Eagles. It's for Nick Sirianni. All right, for a lot of people that has been picking at him from being a terrible coach. For the past 4 years, he has had a winning season. For the past 3 years, he has got his team to the playoffs. His second year, he got his team to the Super Bowl. And this year looks like the best team he has put together with the help of Howie Roseman. Daniel Jones is not replacing BG, Sharif. I don't know what the hell you're drinking, but he's not replacing BG. So, for BG, for Saquon Barkley, 255 freaking yards rushing. That is unhuman. That is unhuman. You don't see that nowadays. Off of 26 carries, he averaged 9.8 per rush. He had a long as 70 yards, which happened. It came after the no, that's the second rush. I'm sorry. His second rush was 72 yards. His first rush was 70 yards. He had two 70-yard rushes. That's unheard of. I just realized that. No, Dion. I did 3 shots. 3 shots. And this is not even a full shot. This is a half shot. All right, let me know what you're drinking out there. This is for my Philadelphia Eagles. Please drink responsible. If you're driving, call Uber. If you know you're intoxicated, do not drive. Do not get behind the wheel. Make sure you get a Uber, a Lyft, or call a friend and come and get you. We don't condone drinking and driving. And please be safe out there doing what you're doing. Also, when we ask you, what shots what you're drinking, don't have to necessarily be a liquor. It could be juice. It could be a soda. As long as it's not water, we're good. So, for our Philadelphia Eagles, as we're about to peace out in this joint, shout out to them winning 37-20. We moved to 9-2. Saquon Barkley is the leading rusher in the NFL, who should be the leading MVP vote getter moving forward at this particular time, with 2 touchdowns, 2 tutties, over 300 total yards in offense. He's going to get he's going to get well over 2,000 total scrimmage yards come the end of the season. It's a question, where he get over 2,000 rushing yards? I hope he does, because he is balling. Shout out to Jalen Hurts. No turnovers today. He was very efficient. He had over 108 quarterback rating. He threw the ball 22 times, completed 15 passes, and A.J. Brown, swole Batman. Listen, we got the Justice League. All right, Saquon is Superman. A.J. Brown is swole Batman. Devontae, when he come back, he is skinny Batman. Jalen Hurts is the Green Lantern. Listen, he's just making assistance for everybody. So let me know what you're drinking out there, and we're gonna close the show for one shot for our Philadelphia Eagles and to our homie, because he is our homie, Brandon Graham. If he doesn't play another down here in Philadelphia, we wish him nothing but the best. He has did nothing but tremendous things for our Philadelphia Eagles, and we appreciate all the efforts that he's put on that football field for us, the fans here, for the Philadelphia Eagles. So, to this win, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Fly, Eagles, fly. Woo. And we'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. Peace.
Go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback crack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him, 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 hit him. Smash him up, watch that move. Went too swift, can't catch these dudes. Hit him, 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 hit him. Listen, 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 hit him, listen. This Eagles talk high, this talk Eagles. Philly bleed green is from your people. Fly, Eagles, fly. Let's beat the squad. Big patch